We hit 10,000 fans on the channel. I literally have no words. Like, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it so much. So I wanted to do something special for you guys, and I made you a free little Derpy Chime tutorial. And I really hope you like it. I'm just a girl who likes making things and dressing up. Like, I'm just so happy to build this community that's just a little cozy, safe space to be just creative and just do whatever you want. I don't know, just be silly and dress up and make things. But yeah, thank you guys so much. So you will need some blue yarn as well as some black, white, pink, and yellow yarn, all in bulky size 5. You will also need some worsted weight black yarn. You'll need a 3.5mm hook, a large yarn needle, scissors, and 16mm safety eyes. For the flower, you'll need light pink and dark pink of size 4 yarn, a 3mm hook, a tassel of your color choice, and beads if you want to decorate your tassel. Start with a magic ring of 6 single crochets. Do 6 increases in the next round. For round 3, do a single crochet followed by an increase and repeat until the end. For round 4, do a single crochet, then an increase, and then another single crochet. Repeat this pattern until the end. Round 5 is just 24 single crochets all the way around. For round 6, make 3 single crochets, then an increase, and repeat this pattern until the end. For the next 2 rounds, make 30 single crochets. For round 9, make 4 single crochets followed by an increase, and repeat. We will start to make decreases now. All of the decreases will be invisible decreases. That means you take the front loop of the following 2 stitches and stitch them together. For this round, make 2 single crochets followed by an invisible decrease and 2 single crochets. Repeat that pattern until the end. Make 3 single crochets followed by an invisible decrease and repeat. For round 12, make a single crochet, then an invisible decrease, and another single crochet. Repeat until the end. We will now add our eyes. Count up from the bottom to row 9. Between rows 9 and 10 is where we will add the eyes. You will want to place them with about 4 visible stitches between them. For row 13, make a single crochet and an invisible decrease and repeat until the end. Now stuff the head firmly to make him nice and round in the shape that you want. You can add more stuffing as you go if you need to add more at the end. To close off the head and finish, make 6 invisible decreases in the last 12 stitches. Now we will close the hole with the cinch method. This means using the front loop of the last 6 stitches we made to weave in the tail through and then pull closed like cinching a drawstring bag. Then simply hide the tail in the body and cut it off. To make the ears, make a magic ring of 4 single crochets. Make 4 increased stitches. Go ahead and cut and remove that starting tail to get it out of your way to make your stitches easier. Now we are going to sandwich the ear together and crochet the opposite sides together to close up the ear. This can be a little tricky when it's so small and it's hard to hold, but just make sure to do the stitches opposite each other for 4 single crochet stitches all the way across. Make sure to leave a long tail for this because we will be sewing the ears on next. So from your center starting point, 4 rows down is where the top of the ear should be. And then make it centered on the side of the head, so when you look from the side, it is in the middle. So you will be sewing the ear on through 4 rows with the 4 stitches on the last row of the ear that you made. Sew on both ears and then bring both tails out through the same hole so you can tie them together and then hide the ends inside the head. Now for all the details. Take your yellow yarn and go through the bottom right corner of the eye and then the middle top stitch of the eye. And then do the same on the other eye, and then loosely pull the yarn so that it kind of curves around the eye to give like a kind of eyelid shape. And for the pink yarn, go in that same bottom hole as the yellow, but the stitch beside the yellow on the top, so that way it can kind of sit beside it and not overlap the yellow. Now for the nose, it will be directly in the middle between the eyes in the row, like straight through the center of the eyes, and it will be the 2 stitches in the middle, and I do 2 strands of pink for this. Using your worsted weight black yarn, in the 4 stitches directly below the eyes in the row below the nose, we will make our mouth. So there will be 2 stitches on each side of the center, and we will make 2 black stitches with that, and then don't pull them too tight so that way we can pull them down and make a kind of W shape to give the little cute mouth shape that we want, and adjust it to your liking. Now you can place all of your face stripes and back stripes wherever you want, but here's the general place of where I put them. I like to make the bottom 2 stripes slanted downward, and then the top stripe is just straight across. And I make the bottom stripe about 3 stitches wide, and then the top 2 stripes are about 2 stitches wide, and then each of the center dots are just 1 stitch apart, 1 stitch up. Again, you can place the back stripes wherever you want. I make the middle stripe longer than the top and bottom stripe, and just make sure each stripe is 2 strands. That way we can put the white stripe between the 2 black stripes and make the like tiger look aesthetic, whatever it is he has, just to make it look good. Now to make the flower, I'm going to try my best to explain this because I know this is going to be a little hard to see because it's so small. Start with a slip knot and chain 5 and then slip stitch into that first chain stitch, and this will make a kind of ring of all of your stitches, and we will be working into that ring for all of the following stitches. So you will start by chaining 3 and then make a double crochet into the middle of that ring, and then you will make another chain 3 and then slip stitch into that ring, and that will make your first petal. You will repeat this 5 times for each petal, going into that ring as you go. Also, make sure to crochet over that tail as you go so that we are hiding it and securing it. You can pull your yarn tail to tighten up your center hole. Now we will chain 3, and then above that double crochet there's a stitch right there that we made. That's the stitch we'll be working with for the top of the petals. You will make a single crochet and a chain 2 and another single crochet into that stitch, and then you will chain 3 and slip stitch back into the center of your flower. You will do this for each petal all the way around. To make your end extra secure, when you fasten off, chain 2. I just find that when you chain 2 and pull, it's really tight and secure to fasten. Then just weave in both of your yarn tails and cut them off to finish. Now for the details, there are 2 little kind of holes or gaps in your petals, and that's where we will be stitching all of our little lines in. So you will go in through the center and then out through each of those 2 holes at the top of your petal, and do this all the way around for each petal. Now to finish that last line, weave your pink yarn through to the opposite side. That way we can tie the yarn tails together and it won't pull awkwardly when you tie them together. Then just cut off the ends relatively close to the center. Go ahead and add beads to your tassel here if you want to add beads. Now take your dark pink yarn and thread it through the tassel, and then take both ends of that dark pink yarn and put it through your yarn needle. Thread that needle through the center of the back of your flower, right under where your knot is. Now I like to add a little bit of hot glue on the back here, where over the knot and tassel, just to secure it in place nice. Now thread your needle through the center on the bottom and out through the center on the top, and pull it so that just a little bit of a pink loop is showing at the bottom. Adjust the pink to the height that you would like and make a knot. Then cut off the long ends and then pull the pink yarn, like adjust it so that you can hide the knot inside the head, and that way you don't have to worry about the knot sticking out of the top. Now the front and the back of the flower look pretty similar, but if you really want to make sure the front of the flower stays in place, you can add a little bit of hot glue to the tip and glue it to the bottom of the head if you wish. And now your little chime is all done. Thank you so much for following along. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you do make this, please tag me and share with me on Instagram. I would love to see it because I really did put a lot into making these. And I would just really appreciate it and all the support. So thank you so much. And I really hope you liked it and enjoyed.